The Nanochromis is an interesting cichlid from the Congo region of Africa. Coming up, a closer look at a species that's not often seen in the hobby.
Oh, we use the extreme fish food quite a bit in our shop. We like it very much. It's very palatable for the fish. A lot of times fish that don't eat other things will eat the pellets, which is a great thing.
Hi everybody, John here with another Fincast. You know, it's nice when you have a maintenance company because you've got access to wholesalers and you've always got your client tank so you can try out a new fish, learn a little bit about it, and you know you've always got a place to put it if you run out of room at home. Hopefully that'll never happen, but you get the idea. Of course, I like to see how these fish do in my aquarium. I like to learn a little bit about them, so if we do put them in a client's tank, we know how to take care of them. That just makes sense. And I'd be lying if I didn't tell you that I enjoyed that process along the way. So I get lots of cool fish in my home aquarium. And today, that's the Nanochromis. Nanochromis are small cichlids from the Congo region in Africa. And there are a number of different species. This is a screen grab from Yahoo, and it shows all the variety of colors. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Unlike, however, the African cichlids from the Rift Lakes that you might be familiar with, Lake Malawi, Lake Tanganyika, Victoria, they like hard water with a very high pH. These cichlids tend to favor soft water and a low pH like you typically would find in South America, like the Amazon. This pair that I have is either the Nanochromis perilous or the Nanochromis nudiceps. It's very, very difficult to tell the difference between the two. I'll put a link in the description and you can try to decipher the difference if you really want. But the two species are very close. These were listed as perilous from my wholesaler, but there's a good bit of evidence that only nudiceps are actually imported anymore. Anyway, it doesn't seem to matter because they prefer similar environments. Now, this is an interesting fish in my 55-gallon community aquarium. The pair colored up almost immediately when I transferred them from a pretty stark quarantine tank to this one that is set up with live plants, CO2 injection, essentially a South American biotope with a pH close to 7, regular water changes with my local tap water, and temperatures in the mid-70s. And the Nanochromis are showing some lavender in the belly with blue undertones. Their tails are beautiful with that horizontal lines across the top half. That's what distinguishes this species. The female is slightly smaller than the male, and if they could be brought into breeding condition, she would become the more colorful of the two, kind of like a crebensis. I doubt that'll happen in this busy tank. They readily eat the extreme pellets and flakes, and whatever frozen food I offer hasn't been a problem at all. And I especially like the fact that they swim in the lower third of the aquarium, meaning that they're always interacting with the driftwood and the plants, which is more interesting to me than a fish that just swims out in the open water. They have shown zero aggression toward the other dwarf cichlid species in the tank, and they don't shy away from the big Geophagus bruisers or discus that live in the tank either. Now, various posts on the internet say, however, that they don't like others of their own species and that it's best to keep only one pair in a tank unless you have lots and lots of room. So I'll stick with the one pair in this 55. I actually do have another pair of these Nanochromis in a 20-gallon tank all by themselves, and I'm tempted to see if I can get them to breed by putting a flower pot in there and dressing the tank up a little bit, maybe managing the water parameters. But if you've been watching Fincasters for long, you know that I really don't have the patience or the regular schedule required to successfully breed fish and raise the fry. But I'm pretty interested in this particular species, so I might actually give it a try, considering I've got the space and I've got what appears to be another pair. So I'll let you know. Now, this fish, if you want to buy it, should cost no more than about $10 a piece based upon what I'm paying wholesale for them, if you can find them in your local fish store. It's doubtful, in my mind, that you will find these in the big box fish stores. It's a little bit on the rare side. Most common hobbyists wouldn't recognize it, wouldn't know what they were looking at. But if you have a local fish store that's locally owned, you probably can ask them to order it, and they are often available. Don't forget, Fincasters is kind of like a magazine for aquariums on YouTube. I handle saltwater, I handle freshwater, I handle corals, there's how to do it videos, and I just love to profile some of these rarer species that people don't know as much about. So click around, I'm sure you'll find something you like. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next Fincast.